I'm going to show you the fastest and easiest ways to get a Gible in Pokemon Legends ZA. So first, you have to unlock Wild Zone 8, which can be done by progressing the main story. It's not very far into number 8. Like, you have, like, I don't know, maybe like 8 or 10 main story missions or something. I'm not sure. It's very early on. Once you get this Wild Zone unlocked, obviously you're going to head here. And something important to note before we start is just outside of the Eastern Gate, if you go up these stairs, there's a bench here, okay? So benches. That's something important to keep in mind because it's a rare spawn. So there's some stuff we have to do. So we got two options on farming this. There's a fighting way and the bench way. So what you do is you go around to these holes in the ground, and if you look in them without getting too close, you can see what's in them. It's either a drill burr or it's a Gible. Gible's the rare spawn. So normally it's these. If you get near them, they'll pop up, and then you can either run from them or fight them. Now, what you can do is you can run around and look inside each of these and see whether or not there's a Gible in any of them without even having to fight them, really, if you're careful, although I could have been a little more careful there. And there's also Machops and stuff that are aggressive, or you can just run through and aggro everything and not really care too much. But it looks like right now we don't have any Gibles. Actually, we do have a Gible, thankfully, which is lucky because it's probably about a 1 in 30 for those things in the ground. But what you can do is, when looking, if you happen to see a Gible, like you look in there and you see it's like a blue-looking like fin thing, that's a Gible. Then you can, if you like look before you go, then you can personally not activate it, and then you can fight everything that's chasing you before trying to deal with the Gible. Now, something important to keep in mind here is there's two ways to do this. If you don't see a Gible, you can go back to that bench and wait for half a day and go back in, which will reset everything. The other way, which honestly I recommend because it's just more fun, is you can just fight every single thing in the zone, and more of these holes in the ground will spawn. And so you can just keep fighting things and looking in these holes in the ground until a Gible spawns. And that's the preferred way to force one to spawn. But what you're going to want to do is get a Pokemon that's kind of, you know, around its level, around level 20 to 30. Because you don't want to get it in one hit if you can help it. What you're going to want to do is, like, you know, give it a status effect or something, weaken it some. And then what you're going to do is you can throw, ideally, not quick balls, whoops. I had to throw a great ball at it. And if you don't catch it, it'll eventually get mad, okay? And I'm actually not wanting to catch it because I want to show you something. Hopefully it doesn't catch it. Okay. What you can do is you can run away, and you see from the top the thing disappears. As soon as that thing disappears, you're good. Then what you can do is get back towards the Gible. Of course, he just aggroed immediately. What you can do is sneak up to the Gible like what I was trying to do right there. And then, let's see if I can get it now. Okay, there we go. I'm in the bush now. So now what I can do is target it, go to throw, and I can get a quick ball out. And sometimes they glitch afterwards, and they may just stand still. I'll give this one a moment, but we wanted to turn his back and throw a quick ball from the bush, and then we have the highest chance to catch it. Now, unfortunately, it didn't work, but you can just repeat this process until you catch it. This is probably the ideal way to do it. Oh, boy, he aggroed again. In my opinion, this is kind of the ideal way to do it, is just to de-aggro him and come back and forth and keep trying over and over again. But you could also just throw balls at him over and over again until he gets mad. And then after he gets mad, you literally just wait. Oh, I threw that right as he turned around. But yeah, you can just repeat this process until you get the Gible. Okay, well, I hit him in the face with it on accident. He turned around right through it, but hey, we got him. So you just kind of can do that. That's the best strategy by far. And again, if you don't see one, like I said, just go around and just wake everything up and just attack everything. Knock everything out, and just new things will spawn, and eventually a Gible will be in one of the holes. That's the fastest way. But again, if you don't want to do it that way, go wait at a bench instead. Both ways will respawn the enemies until eventually a Gible is here. And that's it, guys. Hopefully it helped you out. That was over at Wild Zone 8, which you unlocked pretty early on in the story. That is how to get a Gible in Pokemon Legends ZA.